Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I'm an alcoholic through and through, and today, by the grace of God, I am a recovering alcoholic, and I could not be more thankful. Speaking of thankful, I want to thank you guys for coming out to the Crosstalk meeting last night. Wow. Just wow, all the people there, and just the topics and the conversation, the organic flow of the dialogue. It was incredible, and I always walk out of that meeting with my cup runneth over for sure. There's a gentleman there last night from Michigan. His first time there, he said he'd never heard of Crosstalk, and he came, and he loved it. He said he'd never been to a meeting like that ever, and he had a hell of a good time, and he said he was going to be back. Talked to another young lady there last night. It was her first time, and she loved it too. So I encourage you, if you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, every Friday night, Pea Ridge United Methodist Church at 7 o'clock, we have the Crosstalk meeting. It's unlike any meeting you've ever been to. It's recovery-centric, not pathway-specific. So that being said, one of the topics that came in last night in the Crosstalk meeting was self-worth. And that's a topic that I've been talking a lot about on these monologues this last week. And I want to kind of touch on it a little bit more today, this morning. We have spent our lives thinking that, we, or at least our addiction lives anyway, thinking that, the world revolved around us. And come to find out it didn't. It didn't revolve around us. We thought it did, but it didn't. And so then all of a sudden, once we realize, come to that stark realization that the world doesn't revolve around us, we start going, well, fuck. What's this all mean? What is my purpose? What's my meaning in life? Because fundamentally, that's all we've ever wanted, is just to have some inkling of an idea of what our purpose is here on this planet, right? That was mine. And see, in early 2021, I didn't have a fucking purpose. I had no idea. And so I came into the rooms, started working a 12-step program of action known as Alcoholics Anonymous. It's the only program of action that's worked for me. I'm not pushing it on you, by the way. I'm just saying it's what worked for me. That 12-step program taught me how to love myself, and it taught me that I do have value and I do have purpose. I do have meaning in my life. And that meaning can really be summed up in the very first line of chapter 7. Practical experience shows that nothing in so much ensures immunity against drinking as intensive work with another alcoholic. Some folks call that sponsorship. I understand that. It doesn't have to be just sponsorship. It can be talking with somebody at the Waffle House. It can be standing in line talking to somebody at the gas station. Talking with like-minded individuals who share your common problem. That's what we're talking about here. And so it's easy for us, we're in our madness. We realize that the world doesn't revolve around us, and all of a sudden, well, what is our purpose? And then we start finding our purpose. We start finding our purpose that working with others, that's our purpose. Spreading hope, giving hope to others, that's our purpose. And then, lo and behold, just as we're starting to find that value, that self-value, that self-worth, something happens. A shitstorm happens, and life on life's terms happen. And all of a sudden, we start forgetting about that value and that purpose that we had. And we start, because naturally, we start focusing on the bad shit that's happening. We start thinking about, life on life's terms and how this is going wrong and that's going wrong. And slowly but surely, over time, we begin to forget that we have a purpose. And then, all of a sudden, we start dangling on that precipice of relapse because we forgot our primary objective, which is to be of maximum service to our fellows, just as the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous says. It's easy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's easy. My sponsor always tells me, he said, Drew, you're the only person I know that you got sober and your life went to shit. And I think he's right. When I got sober, things didn't magically just go away. My problems didn't magically go away. My problems magically multiplied. Life on life's terms happened. I'm still dealing with life on life's terms even now. But it doesn't mean I have to drink over it. And it doesn't mean that I've forgotten what my purpose in life is. Last night, sitting in a room full of drunks and drug addicts, all trying to recover, I was reminded of my purpose. I was reminded that I am here for a reason, to spread hope, to give hope to the newcomer, to give hope to the person who thinks there is no hope left. I'm sitting in a room full of people last night. I'm going to a room full of people this morning, doing the same fucking thing. It's easy for us to sit and focus on all the bad shit going on. And when we start focusing on the bad shit that's going on, we start forgetting all our purpose and our value and our self-worth. How do we fix that? Again, one of the participants last night, Bigfoot as we call him, I love the guy to death. I absolutely love him. He said when shit gets hard for him, and he's right, he's 1,000% right. When shit starts getting hard for him, he starts surrounding himself with us. He starts surrounding himself with like-minded people. He starts meeting with us, whether it's at the Waffle House, at the IHOP, whether it's at the gas station, at the Kroger's, at wherever. He starts calling us. He starts surrounding himself with people who understand. He said it last night, and he was 1,000% spot on. That's what I do. When shit starts going south in my life, when something happens, when some big event takes place and rears its ugly head, and I go, fuck. I immediately do what the big book tells me to. Start turning my thoughts to other people, to you guys. Start thinking about how can I share that on a monologue? How can I share that in a meeting? Can I call Eric? Can I call my sponsor? Can I call Josh? Can I call somebody? I immediately turn my thoughts to somebody else. Because when I do that, that's when I start reminding myself, yeah, shit looks bad. Shit may be going south in my life, but I still have a purpose here. I still have a purpose here. You still have a purpose, regardless of all the bad shit that's going on in your life. And I want to encourage you today, you're sitting here listening to my voice, watching this video, you have a fucking purpose. I don't know all the bad shit that's going on in your life. I don't. I can only imagine some of the things that folks, I've had people reach out and say, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's going on. And it floors me. No wonder it's easy to forget just how important we are. It's easy for us to forget what our purpose on this planet is. No wonder it happens. Fuck, it still happens to me. But when it happens to me, I immediately do what the big book tells me to do, and I start turning my thoughts to other people, to helping others, giving others hope. Because when I start giving others hope, guess what happens to me? I start getting that hope too. And I am reminded on a second by second basis that I still have a purpose regardless of how bad shit's going in my life right now. I still have a purpose. This morning, we're going to a 28-day facility to visit some of our friends there. And hopefully I'm going to convince them that they have a purpose too. Because that's my purpose. What could be more beneficial than to know that I get to give hope to others? The struggle that you're going through right now, let me sum it up like this. The struggle you're going through right now could be someone else's saving grace. It could be the very thing that they need to hear. And that's why, even in crosstalk meetings, we don't give a shit if you're 5 days sober, 50 years sober. We don't give a shit. We want you to share. There may be something you need to say that God is impressing upon your heart to say, to speak, because somebody else in that fucking room needs to hear it. Your struggle could be someone else's saving grace, and I want to encourage you with that today. So with that being said, I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys have an absolutely kick-ass Saturday. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I cannot be more appreciative, and I know my family appreciates it too. So if there's a topic you'd like to hear discussed, feel free to drop it in the Recovery Classroom private group page, the Facebook private group page. It's out there. We maintain anonymity in that group, and we'll take a look at it and see what we can do. You can also email me directly, Drew, DREW, at recoveryclassroom.org. So again, as a quick reminder, if you guys are local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, every Friday night, get to that crosstalk meeting, man. Wow. It was incredible last night. I want to encourage you today. So I'll let you guys go. Hope you guys have an absolutely kick-ass Saturday. We will be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.